Well, hey, greetings and salutations. How you doing today? Let me clean that lens for you. Working on the Jeep today. Well, kinda. I'm working on a tool that I need to work on the Jeep. This is a tool to adjust the toe on the front end of the Jeep. You can buy a similar tool. In fact, this is where I got the idea. And they're around about 90 bucks, something like that. And basically, it's just a piece of angle iron that bolts onto the front hub, and then you put tape on the front and the back, pull a measurement, and adjust your toe accordingly. What I have here is a 4-foot chunk of angle iron. I'm going to cut it in half, so I have two 2-foot pieces, roughly. And then I'm going to drill some holes and clearance one of the legs, and then I'll show you how to use this tool to accurately adjust the toe in on your Jeep. Now, in the case of the Jeep XJ, your toe in should be 0 to 1/16 of an inch, not very much. So if you got some death wobble and you've gone through everything and everything's tight and there's no slop in any of the suspension components, check your toe and get your tires rebalanced. That's probably where it's coming from. And no, a steering dampener will not fix death wobble. It may cover it up for a while, but you shouldn't have death wobble even without a steering dampener. So, okay, first things third, I need to cut this in half, and then you can get the measurements for your holes and stuff by taking the wheels off your truck and marking it that way. I have the old hubs over there. I'll use that, so I don't have to leave the comfort and confines of my air-conditioned garage here. So, got a tape measure. Got a paint pen. Now I'll mark, cut this in half with a grinder. So a couple of videos ago, I replaced the tires on the Jeep, put larger tires on it, and at the time of that recording, I didn't have time for a high-speed run. Well, I took my son Hunter for a drive Saturday, and we put a few hundred miles on the thing. We drove side roads up north around San Antonio and east of San Antonio and back down, back home. We were out for about 5 hours, and the tires perform flawlessly. They don't need to be balanced at all. Run smooth. I had the thing up to 75 miles an hour. One thing I did notice though, it needs to be re-geared. Terrible. The speedometer is off by about 7 to, depending on how fast you're going, 7 to 10 miles an hour. So 411 gears coming soon, I hope. All right, this is marked. I cut it in half. I'm just going to eyeball these. Micrometer. Drill the holes. Okay, those are the pilots. Open these up to 1/2 inch. maybe a little bit bigger. So I'll do the same thing to this other one and cut it out and drill the holes, and then I'll probably clean this up a little bit, throw some paint on it, and tomorrow we'll go and set the toe on the Jeep. We'll see you then. There you go. Good morning, or actually good afternoon. There it is. Oh, shiny. Got two of them. One here, one over there. Now I need to go over there and get the tires pulled off, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Coincidentally, 80 degrees, 65% relative humidity on December 12th. What is up with that? I don't know if you caught that in time lapse or not, but the caliper bolts were loose. Actually, the caliper bracket bolts were loose. So how this works is you want to run this at the 12 o'clock position, one of the studs at the 12 o'clock, and then this will go on here like so. Snug those lug nuts up and do that on both sides, and then I'll show you what to do next. All right, does that make sense now? Well, I had to cut that out and drill those 2 holes. And I've leveled both sides so they're both level. Now what I need to do is stretch a tape across from one side to the other on the front and back and take my measurement. For that, I went down to the Mart of Walls and I bought 2 16. Oh, my bad. I bought 2 25-foot tapes. And I checked them. Believe it or not, you should do this if you're going to use 2 tape measures. Check them against each other, make sure one's not messed up, and because if you're off by 1/16 of an inch, there's your toe. Two identical tapes stretched across the front and back. Let's double check to make sure we're hooked on the angle iron. There we go. If you wanted to make this a little more captured, you could cut a slot, about the 1/8 of an inch slot in about an inch, and it'll allow you to slide the tape into the slot. But this will work. Now let's look at the measurements. Oh, I just moved it. Damn it. There we go. So we got five foot and just a hair over half. And about the same over here, so that's within spec. So with the XJ, it's 0 to a 1/16 of an inch toe in, which means you want the front to be a 1/16 of an inch shorter. And if this is off, the way to adjust that is pretty simple actually. I'm running WJ knuckles on my Jeep, but I'm still rocking the factory XJ steering linkage. For 2 reasons. I don't have $500 to do the 1-ton over the knuckle swap, and these components are relatively new, and I'm not going to replace them until they wear out. But simply, you loosen this clamp here over here, and the other one over there on the other tie rod end, and then you get on this, you know, with either pipe wrench or vice grips, and you turn this one way or the other. One way will lengthen it, and the other way will shorten it. And if it's towed out too far, you want to bring the front end and you'd tighten them, and if you needed to come out, you'd go the other way. Pretty simple actually. Like I said, you could buy these. I forget who makes them. I'll see if I can't find, I forget who makes them. Or you go down to your steel yard and for about $10 worth of angle iron, and if you had to buy the stepper bits, you probably spend another 15 bucks at Harbor Freight, and a couple of 25-foot cheap tape measures. Hyper tough tape measures from the Wally World. About $22 is what I'm into this for, which I'm not a mathematician, but I think that's considerably less than 90. And now I can take my savings, my $70, my $65 of savings, and spend it on other stuff. Which is what I'll probably do. So I'm not even going to worry about this. This is within spec, and whatever slop is in my steering is probably as a result of excessive wear in the steering box. I could probably adjust most of that out of it. But that's a topic for another video. Take this off, put my tires back on, and see what else needs to be fixed or replaced. If you like what you saw, smash the like button, share it with the vast social media network. If you want to support the channel, check the links in the description for the ways you can do that. If you're already shopping Amazon, go through the links in the description and do all your Amazon shopping, even if the link isn't for something that you want. Click on that link and do all the shopping you're going to do anyway. And that way, the channel can earn a little bit of a commission. If you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing. If you do, click the bell icon so you'll be notified of future uploads. Click like, share. Don't forget to comment down in the doobly-doo. Then maybe YouTube's algorithm will work for me. And until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep powder dry, have a splendid day. I'll see you later. All right, bye.